Amy Love here, and this month I am going to share with you how I created this Halloween pocket letter. And when I make a pocket letter, I like it to have a solid background instead of 9 individual backgrounds. So I will cut the paper to match my pocket letter envelope, and then I will draw on the back with thick black lines where each little pocket is so that I can see through it. And I am going to be using the Gina K Designs Masking Magic, which I'm so excited about because I've never used this before. And this is available at Lavinia World. And so I just used a roll of tape to measure out how big I wanted my moon to be. And I'm just cutting it right out of that masking paper, which you can find a link to that below because this was really, really fun to use. And so now I am going to use my sleeve to kind of decide where I want my moon to be within my pockets. And then I'm just going to use a ruler to hold that spot for me while I stick the masking paper down. And I'm going to make sure that I have all the edges securely pressed into the paper. And now comes the fun part. I had so much fun using these. These are the Pick and Fence Studio blender brushes, which I have never used before, so I was excited to get them. And to make this background, I'm going to use the blending brushes, and I'm going to use Distress Oxide and Hickory Smoke, and Distress Oxide and Chipped Sapphire, and I will also be using Distress Ink Black Soot. So I go back and forth between the Hickory Smoke and the Chipped Sapphire for most of it, and then go around the edges with the Black Soot. And this was just so much fun, but I had to do like several layers to get the effect that I was going for. So I did speed this up. I only sped it up twice the speed, so it took me twice as long to actually do it than how long this video is showing. But I really didn't want to go faster than that because I just wanted you to be able to see, how it develops. So I enjoyed the blending so much, and it's really the first time I have tried to do this, and I loved it. So I will be doing a lot more blending and building my bicep muscles at the same time. So that's what I'm just going to do. I'm just going to blend all of these colors together, and I'm just going to let you enjoy the process like I did. So now everything is blended and pretty, and I love the way that it looks, and it's time to peel off that masking paper to see if it did its job. And it did. It's beautiful. I love it. I will be using this masking paper like crazy because amazing. And now I need to make a little something for my stamp to sit on. So I ripped a piece of cardstock and I am just lightly going over that raw edge with some black soot to kind of just make something for my stamp to prop up on. And of course I'm using the blending brushes again, which you can find a link to all of the products available at Lavinia World below. I'll have them all individually linked for you so they're easy to find. And this really created a nice little ledge. So I'm kind of laying my stamps out where I think I'm going to put them so that I can draw some tree limbs for them to sit on. And I am using a very fine brush with some black liquid acrylics, and I'm using the liquid acrylics because they're just easier to pull along when you're doing fine detail. And I am no skilled painter and I didn't really practice. I'm just kind of winging it because I'm like, it's branches, you know. So they don't all turn out exactly the way I wanted, but I had fun creating them anyway, and I think they're kind of cool. And they really do look great on the pocket letter. So I kind of do like just a rough draw with my brush, and then after I get all of the branches where I want them to be, I go in and I thicken them up just a bit. these are the kind of things I like to add to my background before I cut the individual pocket pages. I like to go ahead and get a cohesive background going. And I drew the black lines on the back so that I can hold my paper up when I need to see, you know, where the pocket lines are, so I know where I'm putting my branches. And now I am going to add some of the Fairy Hugs glitter powder using my Cosmic Shimmer Specialist acrylic glue. And I wish I would have waited until to do that last. I should have done it after I already cut the pocket pages and put my stamps where I wanted them to be, because I ended up having to remove a portion of it because it was in the way of a stamp I wanted to use. So, I mean, in hindsight, I would wait on that one. But I still love the sparkle it leaves, of course. And I will be back in a couple of weeks to show you the rest of the pocket letter. I love how it turned out. I hope that you will check in to see how I create the rest of it. And thanks for watching, everybody. And please leave me a thumbs up and a comment below, and I will see you on the next one.